What is going on, YouTube, and welcome back to the JDW SportsTalkShow, where every fan is welcome. Today, we have a topic of Colts wide receiver room. Should the Colts sign veteran wide receiver Emmanuel Sanders? So, there's a few things to go over with him. I wouldn't mind. He's a vet, but there's one big point that I'm just going to make towards the end of this video that I don't see it really happening, but it's another option to look at. The Colts really need a wide receiver that is going to be a veteran. Don't have a wide receiver over the age of 24, nor do we have a wide receiver that's capable of being a consistent number 2 or even 3 at that matter. So let's move on. So why would we bring him in? He would bring a much needed vet to the room, would be a solid slot option, maybe even outside once in a while, but he would be a solid option to bring in to play number 2, play number 3, and it would just be a good idea because we need anything at this point. But he would be a really good mentor for the young guys, even Michael Pittman Jr. with route running, maybe with a few other young guys in this room, and whoever we draft. Maybe it's a guy like David Bell, maybe it's George Pickens, maybe it's Christian Watson, Sky Moore. Maybe he will be able to be a good mentor to them and help them improve and develop, teach them how to watch tape, all that kind of stuff, and he would be a solid option for that reason. And behind Pittman, there's no one that is capable of being a consistent number 2 or 3 wide receiver. No one is. I mean, Doolin, he shows flashes. He's a wide receiver that you bring in for a deep route, maybe 4 or 5 times a game, 3-4 times. Patman, he's not experienced enough. He's not experienced enough to go into the season having him as a 2 or 3, even a 4 in my opinion. I don't know if he's capable of being a 4, but we did see in that Cardinals game, did make a big play, and there really isn't a guy in this room behind Pittman that we can say is a solid 2 or 3. We need a veteran. We need someone, whether it's a rookie, whether it's a veteran. We need someone at number 2 or 3. So, pros and cons of signing Emmanuel Sanders. So, the pros are locker room presence. He's going to come in. He's going to be a great veteran. He's going to help the team keep up, be pumped, and he's going to be a good locker room choice. But Matt Ryan's already that, and we do have Darius Leonard, and we have Stephon Gilmore, and we have some players that are really good locker room presence already. So don't really need too much more of that. But he's still what Chris Ballard looks for. He's a solid slot option, solid outside option. More so the slot in this point of his career. He is pretty old, but he could play outside. I just think he would be much more effective in the slot, and he is much more effective in the slot. As we already talked about, he can help the younger wide receivers, whether it's a rookie, whether it's someone right there like Pittman or Doolin or Patman, whoever it is, he could help them. And he's cheap, and good locker room presence, can help younger wide receiver. He's cheap. Is a Chris Ballard kind of guy, but some of the cons here are where it's going to really tell you that you don't need him. There's no point in really signing Emmanuel Sanders. So, age, he's 35 years old. So, at this point, injuries are a big risk. He's had some injuries, not a lot, but he's had a few. And injuries are a risk, of course, when you get older. And he's 35, when you hit 35, when you hit 30, it's kind of the start, the downslope. We see with Julio Jones, he's around 33, 34. He's hit his decline. And Emmanuel Sanders, he's 35, just turned 35. So, don't really like that, but he would bring in a locker room presence and that stuff we talked about. Injuries are a risk, talked about that. So, bringing Emmanuel over TY, I feel like at this point, just resign TY Hilton because he's even though he's not much better, he's younger, and he's been here longer. He knows the system. New QB, yeah, he's tired of the new QBs. He's absolutely tired of it. But there's no point in bringing in Emmanuel Sanders over TY Hilton. There's no point. So should the Colts bring in him? No, just re-sign TY at that point. As I just said, he's old, he's getting older, even though we do need that veteran presence. Even if he does get hurt, even if he doesn't play very well, we have him to help the younger guys. We have him to help a rookie, just any of the younger guys, anyone. Very good locker room presence, but at the end of the day, if you're going to go out and talk to a guy like Emmanuel Sanders, just resign TY Hilton at that point. Just resign TY. So, that's it for this video. I thank you for tuning in to the JDW Sports Talk Show, where every fan's welcome. Hope that you all enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like, subscribe, put that post notification bell on so you miss any future videos. It's going to be it for this video, and I will catch you guys later. Thank you for tuning in. And this is JDW Sports Talk Show, signing off.